think that Daphne is definitely more reserved, and she is kind of in more of the like classic sense, like nerdy, I think. And I think that she struggles with like her guilt of like not being there for her friend, but then also defending her friend, and she stands up for her, and I think she's strong in that sense.
Chloe is bright and vibrant, and she's very much fearless and a go-getter, and she is just such a strong woman and such a strong character, and I think it's really essential to this narrative because it kind of flips the script on what everyone is expecting to see when you talk about the subject matter of the show. And I think it's really important that Chloe is that strong female presence because it definitely leaves the audience with more room to think and discuss after the show's over.
So Tanner, of his group of friends, is kind of the fourth wheel of the group. His opinions aren't really like appreciated compared to the other people in the group. He tries to be outspoken, but it's very hard for him to do that because of how much his opinions are shot down. So when he has that moment to speak up, he doesn't really take that opportunity because he's afraid of being pushed back down again. So.
I think with this show, I've learned a new level of advocacy for victims of sexual assault and of sexual harassment, anything under that umbrella, just because me personally, I knew obviously that it was wrong, but really I didn't know how I can contribute and how I can do my part. And I feel like art imitates life, and I feel like not only for myself but the entire cast is kind of like our way of fighting this terrible, terrible thing that happens. And if we could reach one person in that audience, and we've done our job. And so I think for me it's kind of ignited this new passion I have to just fight, and that's I think what mostly I've learned in this process.
I think a lot of what I learned is pretty similar to that. It's just the ability to be able to speak out and know that there are people out there for you. Is something like this happening in your life or one of your close friends' lives or just somebody that you know. It's just the ability that there are people who are going to be there to listen to you and who you can share your story with, and just being able to help those as well who are having trouble speak out, and to know that they have support and to just be there for them.
I think mine kind of goes along with that, but also on like the opposite spectrum of just like the actual work. I think that I like have discovered like a new discipline. Like I kind of didn't really know what to expect coming in, and now that we're like this far into it, I'm definitely, I don't know, just more disciplined and more like on top of my stuff, and yeah.
I think for the show, I hope it has an impact for everyone in some different way. I hope it touches somebody and helps people, I guess, to really just like reach out in some way or some form, and to speak up in a way, and to not stand on the backgrounds and try to help somebody else out.
I think the show comments on a larger societal problem with victim blaming and slut shaming and just all this other stuff that I think really very much contributes to the larger issue that causes these sorts of things to happen. So if in the audience someone may unfortunately share an opinion of some of the less favored characters in the show, then maybe it can give them a chance to speak from a more informed place and perhaps learn from their perhaps learn from themselves and just grow as a person and reach out to some of the centers that we're gonna mention throughout the talk back at the very end and just be more informed.
I think that definitely, no matter what their view is, that they just leave more informed and more open-minded about just having discussions about it, because you can't affect change or enact change without discussing these types of things, and I think that's the most important thing to do, and creating an outlet to do that, and like Reagan said earlier, art imitates life, and I think, it's hard work, but it's necessary, especially at this point in time, and also that there are people out there for you. Like, even if you don't feel like there is anyone, there's always someone.